Hey guys, it's me Tara, and it is Curly Girl Wednesday. Woo! I don't know if you're that excited, probably not. But today I am going to tell you guys how I got to my current hair color, which is this pretty obnoxious bright red. It's like Ariel Little Mermaid bright red. I'm going to tell you how I got to this point. So, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I used to have blonde hair. Now, I had that blonde hair for almost 2 years, so I maintained that blonde for a very long time. So, you can imagine that moving on into another realm was a little difficult for me. It took a lot of it was an internal battle that I thought about over the last year. Like, am I ever going to go dark? And for a long time, I thought I was just going to stay blonde and stay just being blonde, but at the end of the day it was just too high maintenance. I missed the way I looked with darker hair, and it was getting boring to me, and I felt a little washed out, and I don't know, I decided to move on despite the fact that everyone loved it, and the fact that I got compliments on my blonde hair so much, and people liked it so much was probably the main factor as to why I stayed blonde for so long, because it puts like a little guilt trip in your brain, like, if I look so good with this, why am I changing? But at the end of the day, it's about me and it's about my personal choice, and I just thought, like, I don't care if nobody else likes it. So I went to bed one night thinking, oh, I should be red tomorrow, because in general you do have to go red before you go any darker after being blonde, because your hair will not turn out right. Like, if I was to just go straight to black or brown, my hair would have a green tinge to it, and that's not cute. But I went to bed thinking, back on track, I should just dye my hair red tomorrow. Blah. It was just one thought before I went to bed. Next morning I woke up and I was out right at the beauty supply buying red hair dye. So it was just that sudden of a decision. Well, that's sudden for me to make up my mind after so long, and I don't regret it at all. I haven't looked back. Yeah, I don't regret it, and I love it. Okay, so into what I used to get the initial hair color, which I will post a picture of right here. Okay, so what I initially used to get that hair color was 2 dyes. I used Wella Color Charm in Red. I'm just showing you boxes because the bottles don't even matter anyway. It's not that interesting. They're just little brown bottles. These are brand new ones. The other ones, I bought 4 boxes, so I could do it twice. And I used the other ones, clearly. I mixed 2 colors because I didn't want it to come off too, like, artificial at first. I just wanted to, like, baby steps here. So I mixed a red, and I mixed 6RV, which is a red violet. If you don't know color terminology, I think this should have a name. It doesn't. This one says Red 7R, which is red 7R, and this says Cyclamen 6RV, which RV means red violet. So this is like a reddish purple, and this is like a bright red. And I mixed them together. I used 10 volume developer, and as you can see, the price tags are on there. These were $3.49 a piece, and this developer was $2.99. So it really was less than $10 to dye my hair that red, and it's the healthy way. It's not through a box dye. It's really cheap. And if you didn't even want to mix 2 colors, it'd be about $5 to dye your hair, which is the same price as a box color. So yeah, and the developer is a large developer, so you'd use this multiple times, so it actually evens out to less than that. But that's another story. I already went into box colors versus mixing your own color in my how I went blonde video, so I'm not going to go there today. But less than $10, I went with this, and I mixed these 2. I used the red violet to tone down the bright red in the first one, just because. And initially when I did dye my hair, it was darker than what you guys have seen, but every single time that I washed my hair, being that it was so blonde previously, it washed out. So about a week later, Wednesday, the day before Valentine's Day, I took a shower I saw the red going down the drain, but that was normal. I got out of the shower, looked in the mirror, and I'm like, well, hello blonde. It was nice to see you again. It's been a while, about a week, but you decided to come back. Yeah, I was just like, wow, I'm blonde again, but my roots were like pink. They had like a pink tinge to them, and I was like, well, that didn't really last long. That was a bit disappointing. And the reason I did use 10 volume developer, I feel like I went backwards, but I always do that, don't I? It's because I only wanted to deposit color. I was not lifting. I only wanted to deposit, seeing as my hair was already light. But if you're going from dark to red, you would want to use at least a 20 volume, because 10 is just for depositing. Anything higher than 10 is for lifting. That's that. But yeah, and well, it all had rinsed out, and I'm like, I don't want to go over my hair again with the permanent color, so this is where this color comes in. So I was like, I don't want to go over my hair with the permanent color again, even though I did have the dye. I just didn't want to do it so soon, seeing as especially since it faded out so fast. Like that was a week. That was exactly a week, and my hair was blonde again. So I went back to the beauty supply, and I went and I picked up semi-permanent color. These two are by Adore. I mixed colors again, guys. Yes, I did. I love mixing things. I feel like a scientist when I mix my own custom colors. It's fun. You should try it. Well, no, don't try it if you don't know what you're doing, because I don't want to be responsible for you ruining your hair, but you can always ask me for advice and I will give it. I picked up two semi-permanent colors. This brand is Adore, and I picked all these products up at the same place. It's just a Korean beauty supply that's near my house. And these were $3.99 a piece. They do cost more than the permanent color, but there is more in the bottle, and these are reusable. These have 4 ounces in them. The permanent color has 1 ounce, and then you mix the developer. But yeah, the two colors I picked up were Ruby Red, which is a bright red, and Rich Fuchsia, which is a fuchsia color, fuchsia magenta color. Let's see if you can kind of see from the caps. That one's what Ruby Red looks like. You can't really tell the fuchsia one, but that one's what fuchsia looks like. And I mixed them together. It says to leave it on your head for 15 minutes. I left it on for about, I'm dropping stuff. I left it on for about a half an hour, and I rinsed it out. And this is pretty much what I got. I don't know if the color is exactly what it looked like, because this was a few days ago, but it seems just as bright as it was then. And the reason I decided to go for semi-permanent is because my hair had turned blonde again. It was dark, it was light enough to handle it. It turned out bright still. And also semi-permanent sometimes can stain hair that is porous a lot better than a permanent color is. So maybe this will last longer than the permanent dye did in my hair. I'm hoping it does. Maybe. We'll see. But it doesn't matter because these are semi-permanent and I can just continue to do them. When it comes around time to do my roots, if I decide to stay red, I will probably use these again. So that's what I used to color my hair. It's really simple. It wasn't that difficult. Hopefully this video wasn't very long. I don't feel like it is. And yeah, that's my new red crazy hair that people have been asking about on Instagram. And that's it. As always, the link to my blog for pictures and more details on these products will be at the end. It's a clickable link, stupidbeauty.com. All my links are below for Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr, and Formspring. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Bye-bye.